Welcome back to Reading Between the Lies with your host, Edward Kevik. Okay, this is a special moment, January 6th, 1 year anniversary of one of the greatest terrorist attacks in American history. Yep, according to the media and these politicians, it's up there with Pearl Harbor, 9/11. So first off, I would like us to all take a moment of silence for all the lives that were lost, okay, on that horrible day, January 6th. Okay, enough of the silence. One, I hate how people are calling it a terrorist attack. It's the first in history terrorist attack that consisted of no weapons, no bombs. And like Kamala Harris, she puts it up there with Pearl Harbor, 9/11. Let's see, Pearl Harbor, 2,000 and something of our military were killed. 9/11, most of you out there probably remember. What was it, like 2,800 people? Innocent people, not even military, killed. And then you have January 6th. One American was killed. I know they say this one police officer died because he was bashed in the head with a fire extinguisher, which we found out wasn't even true. A couple of police officers after that had, taken their own lives or something like that. But the media is going to play on it. The politicians are going to play on it. They act like it's the worst thing that ever happened to the Capitol. Just goes to show people don't really watch history or know history too much because, let's see, the War of 1812. The White House was actually burned then. But that was a foreign, country that did that. It wasn't Americans. And you see, all that led up to January 6th, the media promoted, the Democrats promoted, was all these rioting, looting. So, January 6th, what's the difference? Do it there too. Plus, they don't talk about previous years when BLM rioted in Washington, D.C. and all that. They don't talk about all this other stuff. And it annoys me. A lot, really. I wish we could go back to the way we were when Democrats and Republicans actually worked together. And now you got Ted Cruz sucking up to the Democrats by saying how horrible a terrorist attack it was. Basically saying everything that the Democrats would have been saying about it. Not realizing he's not getting any brownie points from the Democrats. They would still like to see him lynched. Sometimes I think they're all really just in bed together, which is kind of a horrible thought, thinking of Chuck Schumer and Nancy Pelosi in bed together. That's scary. But I just want to acknowledge January 6th, a thing that shouldn't have happened, but did. You had 2, 3, maximum maybe 400 people go in the building. And the cops were talking about how traumatized they were. You can see they don't see much action. Yeah, they looked real traumatized during the videoing where they're moving the barricades, letting people go in and all that. And then there's some of them have been saying this is worse than the Iraq War. Apparently, the people that said they were in the Iraq War and said it was worse than the Iraq War didn't see combat in the Iraq War. When you're watching your possible friend, fellow soldier, get gunned down right next to you, and if you don't shoot straight, the enemy probably will, and you'll be dead next. See, they make very light of war and real tragedy. And that does piss me off and anger me. And yes, I do hate that. Because war, real tragedy, like 9/11, which was unjustified. And even I said, when it came to 9/11, the one thing that was truly unjustified was the World Trade Center. The Pentagon, justified. It's a military place. Okay? That, I understand. That's not off limits to war or anything like that. But civilian places, off limits in any war, if you ask me. Because technically, civilians have no control over their government. Even though we're paying their salaries, we still have no real control over them. They like to tell us we do, that we work for the people. No, you don't. You work for whoever is paying you the most money. And everybody knows that. I'm just so sick of all of it. And yes, I am trying to slowly in this new year get away from, let's say, politics. But they keep dragging me right back in with their stupidity. Well, I wonder how long they're going to do this whole January 6th anniversary thing until, let's say, America really has some tragedy hit it. Because it's coming. It's always coming. It's part of being a world leader, because we are still technically a world leader at the moment. You always have people gunning you down. Just like in the Western days. Quick draw shooters, they always have somebody coming after them to prove that they're faster and better. Some people, that's just their nature. Well, I got to get into work and see how much material I have to count. It's inventory day. Ooh, yay. So I want all you to have a good day, and I'll talk to you later. All right. I'll see you later. Bye.